So I'm a former liberal, a liberal in recovery, if you will. And I have to say, after making the switch and looking back and reflecting, in order to be a liberal, you really have to ignore facts and finding. You have to ignore the blatant obvious and live in la la land and live in the clouds and just like not be in touch with reality. So their behavior makes sense to me because that used to be me.
Yeah. I definitely think you have to ignore facts. You have to live in la la land, ignore reality in order to be a liberal. You really do. It's absolutely wild, man. Some of the stuff that these people come up with, some of the mental gymnastics they go through in order to try to prove a point. It's absolutely wild stuff, man. It's absolutely wild stuff. But we got some more clips of former liberals speaking about how, yeah, can't be a part of the Democrat Party anymore. Those folks have gone cuckoo. All right? So with that being said, let's dive in.
After this ride on the London Tube, I got a whole new perspective. You know, one of the things as Americans, listen, obviously America, we're more polarized than we've been in years. Republicans hate Democrats, Democrats hate Republicans, everybody hates everybody. Everybody's on the extremes. Meanwhile, most of the people are, 80% of the people are in the middle and can't find a candidate they like. Say what you want about Trump. You all know I voted for Biden, I voted for Harris. I gotta be honest with you, I'm making the swing fast. There's a lot of things going on in the world, a lot of things that I'm seeing in Europe, a lot of things that I'm seeing in London. Strike up a nice conversation with a good guy in London. He's talking, he's like, listen, there's a lot of the British people, a lot of people in London, for all his shortcomings, they want Trump here because the crime is out of control, immigration is out of control. Say what you want. My Democratic friends, liberals, people on the left, listen, man, we're either gonna have laws or we're not. Break the law, go to jail. You wanna play by the rules, you wanna play by the laws, you should be good. If you don't, there should be consequences. And in London right now, every single person has told me, don't walk with your phone out. Don't wear a watch in Mayfair. Don't do it. Even right now, I'm about to turn a corner on a street. I got to worry about holding my phone because some moron might come by on an e-bike, try and grab it. Obviously, I'll run his ass down. You know this. But what's going on across the world is a real problem. The crime rates in these places are unnecessary. They're making our favorite big cities unsafe. It's pushing out good quality people. It's attracting bad quality people. And it is not a good quality of life for anybody. Low income, high income, black, white, purple, tall, fat, skinny, you know me, I don't care. Everybody should have a good quality of life. Everybody should be entitled to their safety. I also think everybody should have good education and healthcare. It's a separate conversation. But what's going on here, I just thought it was super interesting to have a conversation with a nice, level-headed, normal guy on the tube, or as we call it, the subway, where in that case, he was saying a lot of British people, again, for the issues that they have with Trump, they want him here. They want that sort of enforcement. They want someone that comes in and says, this is the law. You either follow the law or get out or go to jail. And that should be it. Because what Trump said the other day at the UN and what I'm experiencing here in London, it doesn't seem to matter what side of the aisle you're on in London. They hate this mayor. They hate the police. They're not doing anything. They're all afraid. The crime is too high. Nobody's wearing nice watches. Everybody's afraid for their new iPhone, and it should not be that way. So I want to hear, I know a lot of you guys are in England, a lot of people are in London, a lot of Europeans that follow along. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Let's keep it clean here. Let's be uplifting. Let's have an interesting dialogue because I'm very interested in the commentary, especially some of the things that I've experienced while here in London.
It's quite interesting. Even folks in Europe are like, yeah, bro, can we borrow Uncle Trump for a minute? Can we borrow Unc for a minute? We need him over here in Europe. But quite honestly, I think Europe is cooked. And that's why I said before, I think any conservative-minded individuals that are still left in Europe, why don't y'all just move on over to the United States of America? We can make this the last stand where freedom will reign. Okay? We can make it the last stand. And if the liberals here don't like it, they can go on over to Europe. Let all the liberals live in Europe, and all of us conservatives and Republicans can live here on American soil. Wouldn't that just be a wonderful thing? I mean, I listen, I wouldn't complain about it, of course. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comments. But there's more, a whole lot more.
Okay, America, listen up. I'm gonna take this opportunity to I'm gonna just get right to it. I am denouncing whatever the word is I need to use. I'm not participating. I am no longer a part of the Democratic Party. They ain't got my vote no more. I'm trying to think of what other language I can say it in. My vote, el gono. I am no longer a part of the Democratic Party. I'm unbrainwashed. I mean, I'm not Republican or nothing like that, but Democrats, come on, bro. The gig is up. So, I mean, I'm a free agent. So, any of those other parties out there that's looking for votes, I'm taking applications, but definitely not Democratic over here. We unbrainwashed.
Unbrainwashed. He's a free agent. Well, my brother, come on over to the Republican Party. It's great over here. The water's great. Okay? It's nice and warm over here. Okay? Contrary to popular belief, people aren't racist over here. It's actually liberals that are the racist ones when you really break it down. But we'll save that for another video. Yeah, man. To be in this position, a piece of hair in my mouth. What the hell? To be in this position as a party is absolutely mind-boggling. Obviously, we saw the numbers from 2020 up to 2024, where I believe they lost like 2.5 million registered voters, right? The Democrat Party, that is, while we gained a little over 2 million registered voters. So they lost 2.5 and we gained a little over 2 million. Crazy numbers, registered voters. And then even we saw the numbers from the 2024 election up until, what was it, September, where it was we gained like 1 million and some change new registered voters. The Republican Party did. To still have the bleeding happening is mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling. Like, you're still losing registered voters. There's still people walking away. And yeah, not everybody is going to instantly join the Republican Party. But when you have individuals who are coming out and making videos saying, nah, bro, I ain't no Democrat. I am unbrainwashed. You've got a major problem on your hands. You've got a major problem because it's not like they're changing their policies. They're doubling down on the same policies that got them in this position. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I think the only logical thing to me is that they genuinely believe somehow, some kind of way, that they're going to win in 28 and they're going to be able to make these illegals, the ones that are still left, legal citizens, and they're going to flood the country with more illegals and make them legal citizens and get them to vote in the election after that. That's the only thing that I can think of. Why they're just continually doubling and tripling down on some of the same things that got them in this position. But I don't see that happening. I don't see them winning in 28. I genuinely don't. That isn't just me talking out the side of my neck. Then I believe I made a video on why I believe that a while back. Now, we are super early, but I believe I did make a video with some clips and some facts and some reasons as to why I believe that. So yeah, I don't understand it, man. I really don't. I really don't. Here's another conversation.
What made you leave the Democratic Party?
What made me leave the Democratic Party was during the pandemic. It was how everything was always Trump fault, and how Democrats were lying on Trump, and also how we were just being told what to do and follow these rules. I shouldn't say rules, these new way of thinking, meaning with the LGBT community, just because. I didn't really have an opportunity to listen to another side or hear another opinion. It was just, you either get on this train or you don't. And then also with George Floyd, how they propped up George Floyd as a savior, as a martyr, and he was nothing but a dope fiend.
But also.
Oh my goodness, talk about some truth teller right there, boy. He was nothing but a dope fiend. Ooh, baby, my goodness. That is hilarious.
You said that you left the Democratic Party because the way they was blaming with Trump. What made you even start liking Trump? Like, cause just because they blaming him for something don't mean that you believe in him. You actually believe in him right now, right?
Absolutely.
But what made you start believing in him?
What started me believing him was that believing everything he said. When I started listening to what he was saying, and then how the media and the news and the people that support the Democratic Party, how they was trying to spin everything, you know, I just felt like he wasn't getting a fair shake. And
Now, I've said this before, and anybody that has been listening to me knows I've said this before. I've said this in several videos. Lying about Trump is only going to be detrimental to the Democrat Party because you're lying about simple things that people can simply look up and see that, oh, well, they're lying. It's not like you're lying about something that's hard to figure out. You're lying about something that's easy to confirm. It's easy to dispute. It's very easy to do that. You're lying about it. So when people look it up, just out of curiosity, and they see, oh, whoa, why'd they lie? That's not what he said. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me look into this other thing. What they say? Did they say Trump said that? Let me see that clip. They lied again. So and I've always said you're only going to wake up more people to the truth. That's all you're going to do. That's all you're going to do. And what is happening? What did he just say? Well, Trump was saying something, and all I kept seeing was they kept spinning a narrative. Democrats go way above and beyond what they should have done. And I probably shouldn't even be saying this, but I've said it once before. Even with like all of the trials, right? If they would have just gone after Trump for like one thing that could have put him in jail for, I don't know, 10 to 15 years, they might have actually gotten away with it. But they made it so cartoonish. Oh, this court case, that court case, this one over here, that one over here. Matter of fact, we gonna get rid of the statute of limitations and we gonna bring up this case over here, that case over there. Hey, you need to go into a courtroom and we about to hit up the Supreme Court and we about to, like, they made it so cartoonish, so unbelievable that it was obvious to even people who didn't even like Trump. It was obvious what was happening. Obvious. You guys are trying to go after him because you don't like him. Not because this guy's a massive criminal or something. And you're stretching these things. Hold on, let me look into these cases. Bro, you're stretching the hell out of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, the Democrat Party shot themselves in the foot. They completely blew it themselves. One case that just would have gotten them in jail, would have sent them to jail for 10 to 15 years. They probably would have gotten away with it. Forget all this other extra stuff. Nope, just one case. Just one. Well, it looks like here, sir, you had some fraud going on. Not major, but it is noteworthy, you know. Probably going to have to go to jail for about 12 years. Done. And you leave it. You leave it. But they couldn't help themselves. The Trump derangement runs so deep, it's so rampant, that they couldn't help themselves. It's the same thing with lying about whatever he says. You can't help yourself. You have to lie about it so much that you woke up people to the actual truth. It's their own fault. It's their own fault. Now, once again, I'm happy they did it. Very happy they did it. But it's quite interesting to watch.
And everything coming out of his mouth can't be a lie. And as things were getting debunked, and as things were changing, like Charlottesville.
Quick, in 5 seconds, one truth. Give me one truth for Trump. Quick.
What do you mean one truth?
One truth. Because everything is not a lie. Give me one truth.
One truth. The fact that he denounced those white supremacists during Charlottesville.
How did you feel about the?
Hey, that is facts. That's a great one right there. Oh, Trump has never denounced white supremacy. Okay, well, here's about 40 clips of him denouncing white supremacy and racism in this country. 40. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, 40. So hold on. I thought you just said that he never denounced it. Matter of fact, I think Jake Tapper's lying ass was on national television, excuse my language, saying some mess like that. Well, Trump has never denounced white supremacy. And yet there's like a compilation video of 40 different clips of him denouncing white. I've actually posted them right here on the channel as YouTube shorts. And if you don't watch my YouTube shorts, definitely check those out because you're missing out on a lot of good clips. A lot of good clips. Where we at on time? I'm probably going to end it right there. I got some more clips, but maybe I'll throw those in another video. I don't want to keep y'all here too long. It's holiday season. I know y'all got some busy lives and a lot of other things to do, but I thank you. I thank you for tuning in with me today. I greatly appreciate all of the continued love and support. Thank you guys so much. Merry Christmas. All right. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.